On the boosted SNAP benefits that are going to expire this week, what's the administration's message to the Americans who are going to really feel the brunt of this once these expire?
So, as you know, Karen, as you just mentioned, Congress made the decision back in December to allow pandemic-era benefits to expire next month. And what we've done in response is take steps to ensure Americans' needs are still being met. A couple of things that has come out of USDA. They have taken steps to strengthen SNAP benefits and is committed to ensuring that people are aware of the range of benefits that are available to them. And also, as a reminder, USDA updated the 30 food plan, resulting in SNAP benefits increasing by an average of $36.30 per person per month beginning October 2021. This SNAP benefit increase lifted an estimate 2.3 million people out of poverty, including nearly 1 million children, with an average of I should say, an even greater impact on children of color. And we have called to expand SNAP to additional underserved populations. So again, this is a decision that was made by Congress. It is going to, as you said, it's going to expire next month, but we have tried to do the work through USDA to try to do everything that we can to strengthen SNAP benefits.
Is the President planning any executive action once these expire? Should we expect that coming soon?
So I don't have any executive actions to announce at this time, but what we have done these past several months is make sure that we can strengthen the SNAP benefits, which has proven to lift certain communities who truly who have been hurt the most, to get them out of poverty. And so that is something that you've seen through the president's actions.
And just some of the data that you just cited about the millions of people that were kept out of poverty and the percentages that dropped to reduce poverty for people and child poverty, is the expectation now that those gains will be wiped out and that will increase then?
So what I can commit to is that USDA is going to continue to do what they can to deal with a real issue, to deal with child poverty, to deal with the issue that millions of Americans across the country have to worry about, feeding their children, making sure that they can provide just the basics for their families every day. So we're going to do everything that we can to continue to make that happen. That's why, as we've been talking about the economy over the last 30 minutes here, that's why the president, we believe, has an economic plan, and it's been proven by the data that grows the economy from the bottom up, middle out, for people who are normally left behind. And so that's going to continue to be the president's economic policy. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you, Karine. Following up on Karen's question, is there any concern within the White House or politically that even though the president is not the one responsible for the fact that these benefits may be ending, that we may see polling data 2 months from now that blame him for more people being in a tough situation, or whether the effects that it may have on the economy if there are more people who are struggling to get basic needs met or have less money to spend on those necessities. Is there any concern politically about how how to prevent the president from being blamed for that?
So look, I'm not going to get into politics from here. I'm not going to certainly give a hypothetical answer to potential polling, which, as we know, is a snapshot in time. What I can say, what I can speak to, is what the president cares about, is what the president is focused on. He's focused on the American people. He's focused on giving people a little bit of a breathing room. I just talked about the student loan. I just talked about how the economy we see is growing because of his economic policy. I just talked about how the president continues to make sure that we do not leave anyone behind. I just talked about at the beginning of the briefing how equity has been at the center of everything that this president has done. And as we're still fighting inflation and trying to lower costs, the president's taken actions because of his economic policy, because of the Inflation Reduction Act, right, and other pieces of other actions that he has taken, even through USDA, in making sure that we give 1 million children who have been dealing with poverty a little bit of a chance and an opportunity, as I was just talking with Karen. So look, I get the question about SNAP. I get the question about how politically this may look for the president, but it's not just one thing here. This is more broadly. If you look at what the president has done these last 2 years, as he looks at the economy, as he looks at American families, as he's trying to, he says, give Americans a little bit more dignity, right? to be able to put food on their table, as he talks about not leaving anyone behind. This is part of the ethos of what the president believes as he is working for every American across the country, whether you're in rural America, in urban, in red state, blue state. He is a president for everyone, and that's what you're going to continue to see from this president.